Hey, what's up? Real quick before I jump in the review, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Especially thank you to those who've subscribed to this channel. Also, thank you to those who provided feedback, positive, negative, whatever it is. I appreciate all the feedback. So if you've got some feedback for me, whether it's bags you want me to review, products you want me to review, things you like that I'm doing in the video, things you don't like, things that you want to see more of, whatever. Drop me a comment down below in any one of my videos. Reach out to me on social media, send me an email, however you want to. Just send me any of that feedback. I really appreciate that. As far as those, again, who subscribed, I thank you. If you haven't subscribed, I would ask you to please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, especially for if you like this review that I'm getting ready to do here on this Mongoose, or the Cat 3 by Cornhole Scenario. I also have the sabotage bags as well from Cornhole Scenario that I'll be coming up with a review here in the future, and I don't want you to miss out on that, so hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when this comes out. Also, I'm going to be doing hopefully some giveaways here in the near future. I want to do some giveaways, want to kind of reward or pay back, show my thanks to you guys for taking your time to watch my videos. The first big milestone that I want to hit is 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to get something good to give away for that. As I get more details of that and get the kind of details locked down, I will be sharing those. So you want to make sure you're subscribed as well, so you know what's coming up, what that's going to be, and what you need to do to be into that giveaway. All right. So again, thank you so much, and let's get to this review. So today I have for you the Cat 3 bags by Cornhole Scenario. I'm going to say these are arguably the most coveted bags in the cornhole world right now. The Cat 3 is the flagship bag for Cornhole Scenario, and Cornhole Scenario makes some of the hardest, if not the hardest, bags to get. And this, you know, when I think of Cornhole Scenario, I think of this Cat 3 bag. This is kind of what put them on the map. The first time I ever got my hands on it, when I hit the drop for these bags, I was ecstatic about it. I've been throwing them now for a while. I get some videos breaking them in, and I'm excited to give you my opinion on this bag. There is a lot of hype surrounding this bag, and I guess the question is, does it live up to the hype? And I will definitely answer that for you here in a bit. So we'll jump into the looks of the bag as always. This is their Mongoose design, which I love. This is probably my favorite Cornhole Scenario design. I think all their graphics, I've mentioned it before, especially in the Kanga video, that the Cornhole Scenario has some of the best graphics. It's so clean. It's so simple and clean, yet it's very distinguishable. You look at that, you immediately know what it is. On the back is their Cornhole Scenario logo. Again, very simple and clean, but easily identifiable. My only gripe, if I have any, on the looks, and it's minor, but it's that this Mongoose design is used on different model bags. I mean, for example, I just showed you the Sabotage bag. Same Mongoose design, Cat 3, Sabotage, two different bags, same looks. You know, you've got the Eagle designs. You've got a bunch of, they use a bunch of other designs, and then you put different model bags in that. Not a big deal. It's just, you know, when I look at this and I see Mongoose, I immediately know this is a Cornhole Scenario bag. I just have to look harder to figure out what model it is. So minor gripe, not a big deal. As far as the materials on the bag, the slow side is, they list it as a 7-speed. I'm okay with calling it a 7. I've got some more opinions on that. Maybe kind of discuss a little more as I get into playability here in just a moment. But for right now, I'll call it a 7. This material, it feels familiar. I was going through my bag collection, trying to figure out what other bags use this, and I just couldn't find anything right off. I know I felt it before, I just couldn't place it, so I apologize for that. As far as the fast side plays at a 9-speed, very fast bag. This feels a lot like the Viper. So if you're familiar with the Viper fast side, this is going to feel and play a lot like that. If it's not the same material, it's very close. It looks very similar to the Viper material. Like I said, it plays the same. The fill, it's a medium fill in the bag. It's mostly a disc fill, so kind of like a Deadhead. Deadhead has that kind of that disc fill. This is very similar to that. But there are some beads mixed in there, so occasionally I will find a few beads. I mean, the ratio of beads to disc is, there's way more disc than beads, but there are an occasional bead in there. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a standard fill for Cornhole Scenario. As far as the mixture of beads, I'm trying to take a Sabotage now to see. Definitely the flat disc. Yeah, there's a bead there. So yeah, maybe it's a standard Cornhole Scenario fill. I don't know. It feels awesome in your hand. Very comfortable. Very nice feeling bag. I love the fill. It also plays well on the board. Plays super soft. I think that's a combination of the fill and the materials. It really is a soft landing bag, which really helps it to run true throughout the board there. As far as construction of the bag, very well made. I think Cornhole Scenario does a great job. Their quality control, I think, is awesome. Their bags are handmade, which is why they're limited, but they all turn out perfectly. The corners are great. Top stitching is awesome. So yeah, all in all, wonderful bag. Absolutely well made. Love the way it looks. Love the way it feels. As far as playability on this bag, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fast bag thrower. I don't typically like fast bags that much unless I'm playing on some slower boards. However, this bag is starting to make me kind of question that a little bit, because what I was finding with this bag is they were just going in the hole. You'll see in the videos, I was putting a lot of bags in the hole. Again, this slow side is a 7. I did say I had some opinions on that. I'm not typically a harder thrower, so that's why I tend to like a little bit slower bags. So I get a little more aggressive. But on this bag, with a little bit of finesse, you can really turn this into a 6 or even a 5 sometimes, especially if you get a slower board out there. And you can actually play a little bit of a block game with this bag. You can kind of lay it out in front if you really finesse it in there. And this fast side, plenty fast enough to collect and clean it. These bags do collect very easily. The one thing I will say being a faster bag is if you're not trying to block, you're just trying to throw it in the hole, the miss with this bag is typically either off the back of the board or deep past the hole where it's not collectible. Just be aware of that. That being said, it's also very forgiving. So if you're just slightly offline and you're still going across the hole, more than likely it's still going to grab the hole and spin and set there so you can collect it, or even do kind of do that tulip bowl where it spins around and drops right in. These bags were falling in the hole more times than they should have for me. You know, I was throwing bags knowing I'd missed, and yet I was still watching them kind of hit and then just kind of slink right in, or a hit set there and the next bag that dropped in would just collect them. Great bags for airmails, awesome for airmail drags. They're just super hole friendly. They want to go in the hole. Again, I mentioned the miss is off the back of the board, which is a downside. You know, if you miss with this bag, if you throw it off the back, you're losing points, you're giving points away. Something to consider. The counter argument to that is because they're so hole friendly, they're actually going to fall in the hole at times they shouldn't, so they're going to gain you points there. And I felt like more times than not, I was gaining points with these bags more than losing them. So I have no problem with the occasional off the back of the board, and that's something I think that as I get more comfortable throwing a faster bag, I could reduce or even eliminate. It's not a bag you're gonna be rolling, flopping, cutting with it. Can you roll? Sure, if you're an expert roller, again, I've mentioned it before, but most people aren't gonna be rolling this bag. Because, and I mentioned it's a soft landing bag. Because it's such a soft landing bag, it doesn't cut that well. I mean, I could throw some cuts with it and get it to move a little bit, but it's not like you're throwing a carpet bag or a sticky bag where you can make that thing just turn and curve around bags. You can get a slight little turn, a slight little lean to one way or the other, but you're not really going to steer it around bags as much as you're going to go through them, or you can kind of clip the corner and spin around the bag if you want to get around it that way. It's really a bag where you're just looking at throwing in the hole. If someone throws a blocker out, you're either going to push through it or go over it with an airmail. That's kind of the game style, the game play style that you're going to have with these bags, which is nothing wrong with that. Definitely a high PPR bag, and like I said, they were going in the hole all the time, which will definitely help your PPR. I really enjoyed throwing this bag. By the end of doing my videos, I really got comfortable with this bag. I love the way it feels. I love the way it plays. It's definitely going to find a spot in my backpack. Probably going to replace some of my Vipers. I don't know. I'll have to try it out in some competitions, some tournaments, some games to really see. But I see what the hype's all about now, and honestly, it's as good, if not better, than all the hype that's out there. I really fell in love with this bag. Now, as far as the hype also leads to higher prices, right? I mentioned that Cornhole Scenario, there's a limited number of bags out there. So what happens is you now have a secondary market for these bags. These bags that retail about $150 a set, which is on the higher end. It's at the really upper end of retail prices. is still the secondary market. You're paying $400 or $500 for a set of these bags brand new, which is outrageous. I would never recommend that, but I don't believe in the secondary market and secondary prices. I think there's too many people out there that are getting these bags just to flip them for money, that have never have no intention of actually throwing them, using them, and that's an issue that I think, as a cornhole community, we've got to figure a way to work out, get rid of, to resolve. But that's a different topic for a different video. But as far as this goes, I can't recommend you paying secondary prices, but if you can get yourself a set by trading some bags, making other deals, by all means go for it. If you can hit a drop, which if you check out the Cornhole Scenario website, they do releases, they do drops. Go ahead and set yourself up an account there and put in your email address, and they will email you and let you know, hey, we got a drop coming out tomorrow, next day, whatever, and here's the time. And then it's a first come, first serve kind of a all for one, just a mad rush on their site. Be patient, understanding that there's thousands of people trying to go after, a handful of bags. I would say a handful, it's probably 100 bags. I don't know how many they released at a time, but it's not enough to meet the demand. So just be aware there's going to be a lot of people there, and the chance of you getting them maybe not as great. Be patient, and you'll eventually hit a drop. I think they're working on increasing their production to make these bags more available. So hopefully in the future they'll be available. If you want one, you can go on their site and just get them when you want them. But all in all, I absolutely love this bag. Definitely worth the hype, or definitely lives up to the hype. Definitely worth the money. I would recommend, if you can get yourself a set, go get them. You're going to love them as well. If there's drop down a comment. If you don't like these bags, put a comment down. Let me know what you don't like about them. If you do like it, what do you like? I kind of want to get your feedback on how you feel about these bags as well, not just my feedback. So all in all, wonderful bag, highly recommend it. Cornhole Scenario is doing a great job with all their bags. I'm looking forward to getting to throw that Sabotage here in the future and seeing how that compares to this bag. It's a very similar bag to this, so we'll be doing that review here in a few weeks and get to compare the two of those. So yeah, all in all, great bag, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Thanks, guys.